What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to some more SpockPlays, playing a little bit of Heretic / Hexen Remastered, whatever you want to call this HD reboot of the game. We are on, and I've done it again. Every single time I load up this game, I press the wrong button for the map. We are on Episode 3, Mission 7, The Chasm, which usually indicates that we are pretty close to the end of the episode. So, with that, let's blast some baddies. Hope y'all have been doing well. It's the holiday season, or close to it, for lack of a better term. I've had a pretty good one. Just getting back from a lot of family hanging, and I am very quickly realizing that I was losing all of my health in the scoop. See, I guess this floor is lava, as they call it, and that gate actually opens, and everybody in here is really mean, and that gate, oh my gosh, just keeps on. Okay, well, so much for holiday cheer. Let's make sure we grab these quartz flasks. I don't think we can get back up there. I will also say this music is insane. Somebody going really hard on the fiddle, which is not an expression I use very often. Alright, we need to be a little bit more tactical, and I also need to be using quick load. Let's take out these guys from here with something that has hit scan. Let's avoid them shooting us. Surprised they burn through our armor so quickly. Usually does a bit better than that. And that's a ring of invisibility behind there. Maybe that's the trick. Also, this guy who spawns, can we hit him? Looks like we're hitting him. It's always hard to tell with this game and Doom Likes in particular, if you're actually able to shoot through those little cracks in the... Well, actually, let me see this. He's shooting at us, right? I don't think he's hitting us. Famous last words. Let's just blitz this guy and blast that guy. Get the free health, and we die. Okay. We gotta learn this. We've jumped back into something crazy, I will say. So let's do this. Pick up the quartz flasks. Blast that scorpion rattlesnake man. Yeah, it looks like he can't. That guy at 12 o'clock can't reach us. These guys definitely can. And then there's our quick save. Actually, I have that bound. I need to remember that. Nobody here. We're going to blast you. Probably should pick something a little bit stronger so that we spend less time on the floor. Okay, very good. Yeah, it doesn't look like he can hit us. All right, so that's how we should have started. Let's get the... Oh, of course. Wrong weapon immediately chosen. I was trying to grab the crossbow, which is our front and center shotgun. Okay, finally out of that. Let's go ahead and use one of these friendly... Well, I don't know if we have 50 HP. I don't think crossing this goop is going to be worth it. Oh, God. Y'all are just in the weeds today, man. Keep an eye out for him. All right, can I ponder? Can I ponder and yap without being shot at for once? Gosh, we've lost all our armor. Oh my gosh, here comes the organ keys. If you can hear that, very Castlevania sounding playlist right now. Why do I feel like that button opened up these? Cause it kind of did. Let's see. Can we open these now? Interesting. I know I'm dying. We're gonna reload this. I'm just trying to peek and see. So how do you get in there? What's the trick, Babadook? We'll figure that out later. Let's get a move on. Lots of friends. Lots of friends. But yeah, as I was saying, I hope y'all are enjoying the... It's supposed to be the sleepy month, but sometimes the holidays are not sleepy. Sometimes you got a lot going on. That's definitely me. But I found some time to wind down and saw a lot of family and all that stuff, so I really can't complain. Really glad to... Oh, God. Did we bind quick load? Yes, we did. Okay, good. Remembering the controls. Remembering the controls. We've done some good holodeck hours in the past month or so, but definitely been super busy, and don't really like to complain about it because it's better to be busy than not busy at all. What also is good is when this door is open and you don't just get blasted from the side. How often do you hear that that folktale? There's a lot of homeboys over there. A lot of cats. Very dinosaur-like in the way that they all sound. Brother, why are you in there? What is going... There's nothing in there for you. Oh my gosh. And I will say, these guys eat up our health like nothing that we have encountered before. We need to be extra careful. I mean, just one hit, it's like... We can only take like 6 or 7 hits, which is not a lot, if I do say so myself. Alright, let's kite them a little bit, and let's see if we can... I think we're going to need to... Probably not with this gun, because it actually, like, sends bullets out and stuff. We're going to need to find... Okay, rocket launcher doing very much the same. Probably a bad idea. This might not be a bad idea. Oh, wow. Did I just bounce those? Holy crap. I can't believe it has physics for it bouncing off of the surface here. Although, because of that, I cannot... I didn't realize they kind of like have a little shooting drop before they go. I don't think... Man, I just took one hit there. Wow. We are getting absolutely creamed on like the first 10 seconds of this level. We need to lock in. We definitely need to lock in and focus up. Otherwise, our gamer cred's going to go down the drain. Alright. Kited. Kited. Don't get hit. I'm going to save. Okay, I think... These guys aren't the ones really being a pain in the butt. It's these guys up here, which we can get with the Dragon Claw. See, now this feels very, very reminiscent... Oh my gosh. Very reminiscent of... I am nervous. Feels very reminiscent of Doom, having to pick certain weapons to deal with certain enemies. Although, for them, it's more range. I will say, I'm glad that the remaster made looking up and down so easy in this game. Because there's a lot of verticality to it compared to other id software products of the era. Doom, you really don't ever have to worry about it, at least in Doom 1 and Doom 2. There we go. Okay, just got to take it slow, nice and slow. There's going to be a big bad boy in here. Bag of Holding didn't give us any ammo. Oh, that's what's going on. The second you hit that door, all of your friends come to see if you can play. And we got a dip, dive, duck, and dodge on these. Yeah, okay, so I was wondering what was going on. It's the second you pop that, these other secret doors open up, and you gotta be with it. Okay, we're gonna save there. Very good. Oh, man, our favorite axe-throwing boys. Man, they are shooting from quite a distance away. We need to be extra cognizant of that. Can I shoot these guys? Oh, yeah, we're just gonna sit here and blast these. These things suck. I don't know if we're ever gonna encounter them in this level, but... Oh! What did I say? You draw the eye or you get the fire. Oh, so that's really what... Oh my god. That's really what was busting our chops, was these rockets from these guys. There's quite a bit to start this level. Oh my gosh, and there's our favorite tornadoes. Yes, these guys have so many attacks. We just wanna... Ooh. Gotta have lightning reflexes. Lightning McQueen reflexes. Please don't. You are not invited to the holiday party. I'll tell you that much. Oh my gosh, what a crazy, like, first 2 rooms. That was intense. Pick up these. We're gonna pop one. I thought they healed more. I guess 25, yeah, 4 of those is a full health pot. We actually do have a full heal as well from the Holy Urn, so we can hold on to that until we really need it. This Castlevania music is just, like, throwing me for a loop. But then you have, like, the really heavy-duty, like 2020-esque war toms that hit after, like, the refrain. It's just... It's a good mix. It's a good mix. I feel spooked. Look at that. You see that little water effect? You see that little water droplet? Bet you didn't know DOS could do that. Okay. Is this a speedy boy jump? Yes, it is. We're going to use another one of those. Got to be a little bit better with those. Okay, and this is the yellow key. 141 monsters. That is not a lot. Or I should say, that's not a little. It can be a lot. It just depends on how they're stacked. Man, they got the whole kit and caboodle out today for this level. This is crazy. I do dig the level design, though. It's hard for me to tell, like, with... With the remaster, if they... I feel like the color palette is mostly the same, but... Yeah, you can't bounce. It would be cool if you could, like, these could ricochet off the wall, but it's hard for me to tell if it just looks a little brighter or is it just less CRT filtering or aliasing that make the whole game feel a little bit more cohesive. Alright, we're gonna try and hit you with the worst gun because it tracks well on you, and I hate it. This gun's actually not the end of the world when you have the Book of Destruction or whatever activated, that item. But barring that, it's not particularly useful. Alright. There's a little bit of ammo for it here. We're going to save. Don't do... Oh! Why did I just stand there? We're gonna reload that. That was stupid. He blink and then he shoot. We're wasting our ammo. Effectively, there we go. Melted. Okay, and here's the next thing. Of course, glad I turned around instead of just doing what we had done earlier. Do your job, crossbow. Do your job. I hear some skittering. I hear the skitter. There's some armor too. Shouldn't have taken that. Very good. Okay, topping back out. Cleaning up shop. We got some armor. I forget what that is. I think that's also just like max health or something like that. Another holy urn, or mystic urn rather. Little skeekrit room, and a little bit of ammo. So they're being generous. I will thank the heretical gods for that. All right. So what did that open? It looks like a stair path. Very good. And there is our yellow key. We are on our way. Can I go up here? Not yet. But yeah, just been playing a lot of different stuff off stream. Trying to think if there's anything in particular that where are you coming from? Oh my gosh, this game loves semi-transparent walls. I will tell you what. And these guys blend in like they're wearing camouflage. All right, hold that thought. We got to take these bad guys out. All right, that's one. Jeez. Oh God, there's some over there too. I was wondering where all that damage is coming from. We're gonna save. Yeah, if you notice, when you're... There's probably a configuration setting in DOSBox, which I'm pretty sure this is still running on the back end, but you can change your... I would imagine... I know in like things like Blade of Agony, which actually doesn't run DOSBox, but similar Doom-esque game, you can change the color of crosshair when you hover over an enemy. So right now, when it's yellow, that means it's active. We are hoping... Okay, he's dead. We are going to use one of these. They've given them to us, and we are going to... Oh, hello. Everywhere you look, somebody's got something to say or something to shoot at you. Was that a secret? I don't know. It doesn't feel like a secret. It feels like it was intended. I don't know if that's necessarily marked. But yeah, been playing. I've been trying to finish Elden Ring, which I've been playing for a million years. I am on the Consecrated Snowfield, something like that. It's right after the Mountaintop of Giants. So I think I am on the final stretch of the base game. I think it's going to be... I'm going to take a little break before trying Shadows of the Erd Tree. And by a little break, I mean when a good enough deal makes me want to go back. I just need to make sure that my save stays compatible so I don't have to rerun the game, because then I will definitely not play the DLC. But been enjoying that. I've actually also been playing a little bit of... Gotta be careful with this water. A little bit of Diablo 4 and Diablo Dos. I got Diablo 4. It's actually crazy. Now I think about it, I'm pretty sure it was either last Black Friday or last Christmas. It was on sale for $5 at like a local shop physically for PS5, so I went and copped it. You need a blue key. What is indicating that this is a blue key? I guess just the symbol on the map. Strange. But yeah, went and grabbed a copy of it, and then shortly thereafter, or right around that time, Vessel of Hatred had came out. So I started to play it, as with most things. Are those all time bombs in there? Where did those come from? Oh, I guess we haven't been here yet. Oh, I hate these things. These things suck. Sure. Here, take one. Do no damage. I mean, these things are literally the worst items in the game. They never hit. Their AoE is so low. I accidentally used them on myself. Just not a fan of Time Bomb of the Ancients. If I'm using them wrong, let me know. Maybe do I need to like double tap it or something? I don't know. I don't like them. But yeah, started playing Diablo 4, and then kind of just got sidetracked with other games and things in life. But I've been back at it lately. I got back into it before they announced the upcoming DLC, like Lords of Hatred or something like that. I feel like it's just named very similar to Lord of Destruction from D2, but I've been enjoying it now that I've kind of been getting back into it. I didn't do like the character. Oh my, we are dead. We are absolutely dead. Oh god, I forgot to save. Yeah, that was very uncouth of them to place that right there. Just not happy with that placement. So we'll do this. We're gonna do one of you. See, even when it hits you, it just doesn't do satisfying damage. Maybe there's a way to mod the settings or mod the game to make it more useful item, because they give you quite a lot and they are quite useless. So many Scorpion Men. Really is just the Scorpion Men world. Not Scorpion Men, they're like Snake Men. I don't know why I keep calling them Scorpions. Scorpions are like snakes. They're similar. A scorpion is closer to a snake than it is to a dog, I think. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, I started playing a little bit before the DLC came out, and then guess they announced it at Gamescom or the Game Awards or something like that. So I know there's been some activity, and I have chosen the wrong weapon once again. Oh yeah, this is gonna be bad. Can we burst him? Okay, we bursted him when we got out, and we're leaving a time bomb. And we're going to do another time bomb because these things suck. There we go. We actually got a kill with one. It's first for everything. We have lost all of our armor, but that's what it's there for. And these are the harder version of the guys because they shoot the blood axes. At least that's what I've surmised so far. And we have burned through quite a lot of Dragonfly ammo. Every time I start talking about D4, we get ambushed. Is it a sign? I don't know. Alright, just searching these. A torch could be useful. Morphovum actually is very useful in the right situations. Let's use our rocket launch a little bit more. But yeah, I've been playing a Spiritborn, slowly getting through the campaign. I don't even know if I've hit the DLC campaign yet. The way I was playing the game was I was doing all of the side quests, all of the dungeons, pretty much all the content in every area, and got very burnt out very quickly, and then realized that I think a more popular way to play is just to beat the campaign and then to play it kind of like D3 Adventure style, where you, what do you call it? You just kind of do different areas and maps and missions rather than following the campaign straightforward. I don't know if I'm crazy about it. The campaign itself is not the right button. All right, so the green key is up here. Looks like there's a little side passage. Ah, here we go. Probably not the best weapon for close quarters, if I'm being honest. Jeez, man. These things suck. Just like a few hits and you are eaten alive. Where were you hiding? Oh, you're all hiding right here. We'll let them walk down. Like, I was noticing it last night when playing through it. Do these things, like, not have a hit permanence or something like that? Am I losing my mind? Do they have, like, phasing? Am I just noticing this now? Very strange. But the story pacing in D4, it's much more cinematic, and I mean, I could vaguely tell you the story of D3. I have played D2 like a million times, and maybe could vaguely tell you the story of D2. Definitely not in great detail, but I guess this is the room we got to go into. But yeah, D4 definitely has a greater storytelling element, which I think probably a lot of people enjoyed. It is a very long story. At least it feels like that to me compared to other games, because that's the thing, is when I boot it up, usually when I want to play an ARPG, I kind of want mindless, and for the most part, D4 is mindless. But at the same time, I'm also not doing aspects and not doing the higher Tempest difficulties or doing any of the all the crazy world events and all that stuff. Okay, so this room dropped, and now we can open it up. And there's a boss. Okay. Let's see. What would be useful to use? Sure. We'll temporarily mask our presence. Never ever understood these in these games. Let's use our rocket launcher. Right? And he charges you. But yeah, it's like just very, very narrative driven. And so there are definitely, maybe it's just the section I'm at right now, which is like Act 3 or Act 4. But it's just, there's so much narrative and so many cutscenes. And like, while it is very entertaining for me, I just want, oh my god. I just want the loot. I'm just a loot boy. I'm a little loot goblin. And yeah, the pacing of it just going back and forth and all the running around and all the waiting and the escort quests, it just doesn't feel like Diablo to me. Not to say I'm not enjoying it, because I definitely am enjoying it, but I can see where the criticism is, especially with just the way the map is, and I don't know, D2 to me, it just feels like a lot tighter experience. The quests are kind of like, you know, you have to do them, and it's always the same thing, and some people may find it boring. Like, if you go back and play D2, I've been thinking about it a lot, like, why to me does D2 feel better? And I know the item, like, the gear progression is a main part of it, just like the fact that you have scaling gear and scaling zones in D4 makes it feel very risk friendly. Like, there's no sense of danger or like, you know, farming rune words. Oh my god. Alright, we need to use another one of these urns. Oh god, that was really bad. I right-click saved right as we got shot. Thank you, game, for not taking that input. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea. I think I might actually physically save, because that was such a stupid thing for me to do. Jeez. We gotta work on our freaking skills. We're gonna use another one of these Mystic Urns. But But yeah, I know the item... There's our green key. The item system's a big deal. The scaling system's a big deal. Just the distance between enemies. There's a lot of stuff that makes it just a very different, more modern ARPG. And maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm just old and cranky, and I want my nostalgia hits. I mean, we're sitting here talking about D2 while playing, you know, a game from 1995 on DOS that's been remastered, so clearly a bit biased in my opinions. But yeah, I'm still enjoying D4, but I can see why it didn't immediately garner as much support from the community. I mean, D3 was in the same boat. I remember when D3 came out, a lot of people were just like, you know, guffawing at the whole concept of it. But I think D3 really got good later on, especially after the expansion and they added adventure mode and all the different things you could do. D3 got really, really fun and very, very, it started to feel like D2 in just the way that you could. I mean, the skill system, not so much, and, you know, some of the other stuff. No, I don't know. I'm just waffling here, but been playing a bit of that, been playing a bit of Elden Ring, you know, some 2 massive games to pick up, playing my retro stuff. What did I beat the other night? What did I beat the other night? It was something for the, it was some sort of something on my retro handheld. It was pretty good, whatever it was. It was a... What, it was either a shmup? Was it Space Megaforce? Oh, I remember what it was. It was Metal Slug Advance. Great game. Honestly, great game. It is a little too hard, in my opinion, compared to the original Metal Slugs. I mean, the original Metal Slugs are no slouch, especially if you're trying to once you see them, but I had Metal Slug Advance as a youth, and just remember grinding the heck out of it, trying to beat the levels, and I think I only got to level 4. I think I put, you know, probably 10 or 20 hours into the game and only got to level 4 because these stages require such precision, and I'm actually blown away I did it because I could not do that the other night. They just require a lot of precision, a lot of memorization, and it just doesn't have, again, it's a very good game. It just feels different to Metal Slug than me because you have life and you have much longer stages, but it's a good game. I would definitely say it's a good game. It's just the length of the stages and the amount of memorization required, even though you do have, you know, you have health instead of lives, which is a bit more forgiving, but and you can regenerate that health. So it's definitely, I don't know, maybe I'm just bad at shoot 'em ups, which I definitely am. I love shoot 'em ups. I love running guns. I love beat 'em ups. It's certainly more of a running gun. But decidedly as awful as I was at them in 1996 than as I am now. But it was a fun romp. I definitely can't complain about that. All right, speaking of fun romps, are we lost? Jeez, look at this cavern. Let's figure out where we are. Let's regain our paces. What is that? Oh, okay. Okay, thank God that was a teleport back up. That was a classic. Oh, what's that over here? Walks off the ledge. It's a story of my grandma used to tell me where my grandfather would have a bad habit of, oh, y'all were pushing me off. No. There's something going on here. Something is definitely... Is there a tornado, maybe? Might be a tornado, but something definitely is pulling you off that ledge. So I feign ignorance. Oh, don't remember you following me. I don't remember you doing that. But yeah, my grandfather used to have a bad habit of whenever My grandmother would point something out on the side of the road and be like, oh, look at that building, or oh, that. He would look and then start drifting in that direction off the road to the point where it just became like a running joke. That is how I felt in that moment, but I don't take the blame for that. And these things also freaking, come on, man. How many different moves do you guys have? All right, you can't shoot us from there. You guys are flying in left and right. We're getting close, or we're creeping closer towards the amount of enemies that were initially spawned in the level. And we do have 2 keys. That's what's nice about these games. You can definitely gauge your progress just based off of the number of keys you have, the number of monsters killed in your map screen. Okay, I mean, usually with secrets, right? Like, secrets are fun to get, but they don't offer, for the most part, as far as I understand, you know, anything that you want to get just outside your normal playthrough. Maybe in like Doom and stuff, you can get the BFG early, which actually is a pretty big game changer. But I haven't seen anything like that so far in Heretic. Yeah, I'll say, like, there was a time when I absolutely had to get every single secret in the level in these games, but I just have a problem with guides. Like, if I start, I just don't have a lot of time, right? Like, that's, everything's the attention economy and just time management and yada, yada, yada. I think this was the way. Yeah. Gosh, where did you come from and how did you do so much damage to me? Extremely rude right as I save. But I really get turned off from a game the second, oh my god, I took 40 damage to the face, that's crazy. I get really turned off from a game. That gust is real, man. The second I have to open up a guide, and it depends. Cause, okay, so one example, I guess one exception to the rule is RuneScape, because I feel like if you're playing RuneScape, you've just accepted the fact that you will be on the wiki 24/7, and that a lot of the content will be guide-driven. Is there anything interesting over here? Doesn't look like it. But for like JRPGs or just RPGs in general, it's just, I hate having 2 screens open, you know, like I just want to play a game like the good old days, and you know, a lot of that's on me, but at the same time, if I get stuck in, that was brilliant, turned and blasted myself. If I get stuck in a single area for like 30 minutes or something like that, oh my god, crosshair not lining up with the size of the hitbox of the rocket. If I get stuck in a particular area or something like that, oh, okay, we're switching off of this gun. It's just not fun for me, and it could very much turn me off from going back to the game if I know the second I boot it back up, I have to solve something that I've already spent, you know, a lot of time on. So, when I originally played through Dusk, I did do I was basically had like videos open trying to find all the secrets. And it really kind of killed the vibe for me, if I'm being honest. I didn't explore the game the way I normally would have, like I am right now for Hexen and Heretic and stuff like that. Secret? No. Secret? No. Alright. Nothing really down here. It does look like... Okay, maybe... Looks like there's some sort of way up there, but I believe it's just above the waterfall. But yeah, I just didn't experience Dusk the way it is, so it would be cool to go back and play that. I've done some, you know, the custom levels on the channel and stuff like that, but it would be fun to go back and do a proper replay of it, because I actually did start when they came out with the HD remake, but I was like, man, I got so much stuff I got to play and so many boomer shooters already on the docket. I should play something I haven't played before. That's gonna not be cool. Alright. You suck. I don't like this wind that is just constantly pushing me backwards up here. I don't even know if we're scanning him. Okay, good. See more boys in there. These have a bit of homing. Now the real question is, did these open? Well, looks like they should. Oh, we have the blue key. What am I doing? What am I doing? Some things stay the same and some things change, and the things that stay the same are me forgetting that I have a key to a previously available area. So, and of course there are new. Oh my god. Where did you all come from? Okay, can we chill for... Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Crossbow. We're gonna drop one of these books before entering the area. I had a lot of distance to travel before I should have activated that book. Let's see if it's still... They usually last pretty long. There's another Mystic Urn. I'll take that. This game, man. This is a really long level, actually. I'm looking at the clock here. I can't believe how long this has taken. This feels like it might be the secret level. I can't remember if 7 or 8 or 9 is generally the secret level in this series. Where did you come from? Also, why do they explode? Have we already talked about why these guys are filled with explosive ichor? Oh my god. Not looking good. Not looking good. I want to heal. Yes. Walk into my office. Yep, that'll do. A lot of y'all. Y'all just have a little party. Alright. Jeez. I guess it doesn't help that it took like 10 minutes to get out of the first room. And you are a tank. You guys are all tanks. Jeez, alright. It's like everywhere I turn. Let's do, what's something with a lot of ammo? Sure. I forget what this even does. On, oh, shoot big balls. That's kind of sick. It does use 5 ammo, but I guess you're not really getting off this trigger. Ooh, and I like that it doesn't do damage to you. Also very cool. Bounces them around, moves them forward, and does a little plop in the water. Good, good effects animation. Map scroll, thank you. It means we're definitely nearing the end of the time in the chasm here. Okay, continue. We're not beginning the Blinky Boys yet on the book. Oh, those do bounce around. There you go. I guess they just weren't bouncing because they were in the water. Thank you for listening into my feedback and immediately including it in the game. I appreciate that. This is called... Yeah, I did not mean to do that again. I think we had to say right before that. Wow, there's a lot of secrets on this level. Are any of them worth it? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, none of these are gonna last. Okay, so here's the thing. If the getting to the secret level does require a little bit of intuition on some of these stages. Does feel like a lot. This little area here is an absolute mess though, and I hate it. Will we be able to figure it out? I can't tell if this area back here, and we're just losing. The problem is also we're just losing a lot of HP going back and forth across this, and we are running out of blue vials, so we need to be cognizant of that. 10 secrets, though? None of them have been particularly interesting so far. Okay. So it's saying, like, this is a secret. That takes us back here. That takes us up there. That also... Okay, this takes us back into here. This is something we have not activated. And, we'll immediately face the music for. Okay, better gun. You're going to open up the death portal. Make sure you got something that does more damage than a butter knife. Okay, we got plenty of health. Are these all considered secrets? No. That's our end goal here. There's just a lot to grab in this level. Oh. Is that considered it? Oh. That's got to be a secret, right? Yeah, the thing is, you just don't keep anything between levels other than ammo. That was a secret. Okay, so that was one of them. Looks like there's another one here. Yep. Full of... Okay, so this is what I'm saying, man. That's not a good secret. I don't want to go to a room that has a guy in it that shoots me and then full of the literal worst item, in my opinion, in the game. That is a waste of time. That's 4. We're just going to send it. We spent 40 minutes on this level, which is crazy. And let's make sure before we do, we just top up. Top up at the health station here. Okay, well, I'm glad that we took out those guys. Okay. Really? Yes. These are for you. The roses, too. I'm gonna make sure that we just heal up afterwards. Or we'll blast ourselves in the face. You choose. Choose your own adventure. Alright, that's what we should have done. Alright. God, we had a lot of health. At least the game's generous, that's for sure. You can't say it's not a generous game. Like, what are these things back here? Alright, one last check. What are these little crosses? How does one approach them? I don't know. Alright. We're out of here. I know we said that was an extremely long level. That might be our longest single level of the game so far. Yeah, 30 minutes, but 40 minutes because I suck. The Sparrow's Keep. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold said phone, please. If you have the phone, please hold it. Well, A, why are these guys not seeing me? I thought we already did Disparel, right? I mean, maybe that's the name of, like, the boss of the zone or something like that. I just can't remember because, as I've mentioned, brain no work. most time. Alright, so this is a boss level. And I don't remember doing this, so I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, I'm immediately confused. I'm guessing there's a button somewhere. Or something. Okay. Hexen, you're doing that thing again. Where you confuse the living crap out of me. Alright, let's... Did we... There's no way, right? There's no way. I don't want to reload. Let's do this. What the heck? What the heck? The Sparrow's Keep. Buddy keeping me down here? I'm so confused. Alright, so clearly that teleport is where we want to go. I don't see any trigger. None of these seem to go down, which is usually the case. I doubt I bugged it. Let's just reload, I guess. Real quick and just see what happens. I'm very confused. Yeah, so this is where we started. And nobody's looking at you. My dream. So we can just melt these guys really quick. That would be crazy if you... There hasn't really been a level so far where you can really screw yourself. What are you supposed to do? Oh, well, okay. That, to me, feels crazy, though. I've talked about it in other episodes before. Oh my god. What's the right one? This one. I really don't like this, if this is the case. I really don't like this if you have to fly to get out of here. Obviously, that's a solution, but I am not a fan of one... I mean, it's an old game, so they don't really... They literally do not care about your feelings. Alright. Yeah, I guess sometimes the most obvious solution is the correct one. Yeah, I don't like that. That's very confusing. I guess you can always restart the level and it will be right there. Do you have to, like, fly through this entire zone? Very strange. Now it's flooded. Alright. Interesting level so far, though. I'm a little worried. Oh, jeez. I have to keep these wings up. I'm hoping that is not the case. Oh my god. Why would you be in this close of a quarter? Oh my god. These things suck. These things suck. These things suck. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. This is nuts, man. Unless that was actually the last enemy. Which I feel like is a lie. I don't like being lied to. We're just gonna go straight out of these. We do have maxed out ammo for this. Okay. What about this one? Okay, so that's the left corner. So top left. Bottom left. Bottom right. And top right. This has to be the right. There we go. All right, that's what I expected. Where is the big bad book? Oh, please don't just freaking body me. Let's do... Where did he go? There he is. Yeah, let's just do this. Right, how hard can this be? We just rain on his parade. And what about some, like, crazy rockets? Yeah, there you go. Was that it? That's the last monster. More Rings of Wrath. I hope it's not gonna... Yeah, I have a feeling you gotta fly out here twice. That was... Nope. Something's still shooting at us. Not gonna get off that easy. Okay. This guy is kind of what I imagine we look like, to be honest. They're yelling at us in some sort of funky language. Yeah, I feel like this is us. Alright, picking up the difficulty. I do feel like we melted the original boss pretty easily. Okay, yeah, don't poke at them. Crossbow always is useful. If you hit your intended target. Any other items we should use? I guess the morph of him? I don't think that's going to do anything though, right? Yeah, no, not against the boss. Yeah, he's definitely a boss. Also, you should have turned into something there. Use this. Use the semi-invisible thing that we never use. And we're going to heal. We're going to do a quick save. Maybe should do... I just don't know if there's another boss after this. I want to use another Tome of Destruction. I guess there's no harm, right? There we go. What's the best weapon? Where is he? Yeah, everybody got hurt. Everybody take damage. Another mystic urn. Come on. How much health does this guy have? It's like a million shots landed dead on. I wonder if there's something I gotta, like, kill to permanently kill him. I don't like that he teleports away from the acid rain. I mean, look at that damage. That's a ton of damage. Does he have, like, things I gotta destroy? Maybe. Okay, nope. Just super tanky. Who is that? Oh, that was Despair. Oh. Alright, so this was his keep. I was lied to about the amount of enemies, but this is actually kind of cool. I don't like... The only thing I don't like is just having to fly up to that area, and I have a feeling we have to do it again here. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to keep any of this because this is likely the last level of this episode. Right. There are 3 secrets, though. I don't see anything that looks secret-y around here. Other than maybe I could fly up here. Right? I could probably fly somewhere else. Alright. Heretic. Complete Heretic Episode 3. The death of Despair has loosed the magical bonds holding his creatures on this plane. Their dying screams overwhelming his own cries of agony. Your oath of vengeance fulfilled, you enter the portal to your own world, mere moments before the dome shatters into a million pieces. But if Despair's power is broken forever, why don't you feel safe? Was it that last shout just before his death? The one that sounded? The one that sounded? Alright, so... Okay, let us see. No monsters. That's interesting. So... The Aquifer. I can't remember if we played this level. Let's just start it real quick. I don't think we're gonna do it on this episode. I don't remember this. It is a little cheapy to not actually like get it in the level, but we're just here for a good time, not for a long time. You know what I mean? So I don't know where we would have found the start of that, but we'll just, yeah, we'll just run this back on the next episode. So I don't like starting in a busy room, so we'll clear him out real quick. Oh look, they're fighting each other. How kind. All right. I'm pausing to kill this guy. All right, very good. So we'll pick up here next time. We'll finish up the secret level from episode 3, and then we will start episode 4. Let me make a quick save. But yeah, this has been Heretic Remastered HD Edition, whatever you want to call it, here on SpockPlays. I hope you've been enjoying this as much as I have. It's always a blast going back and playing these boomer shooters. As always, if you enjoyed today's content, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the video, interacting with it, all that good stuff helps the algorithm a great deal, and I appreciate it as well. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll catch you on the next one.